You are never too young or too old to grow. Age isn't a limitation. Age isn't something that says you can no longer grow. It doesn't have a barrier to entry. No, you can be young and still have a lot of life to learn, a lot of things to learn and mature in. And time is on your side if you're young. So don't think that I'm too young to be a millionaire. I'm too young to get married. I'm too young, to do so. So obviously, all being here of legal age of 18, for the things you're trying to, actually be in for certain legal reasons. But you're not too young. You're not too inexperienced. If anything, you're going to learn and become experienced the earlier you start and along the way. So fight to learn, fight to do the things that you want to do, and you'll be successful in them. Don't think that you're too young or too naive or anything like that. No, you can be perfectly fine at the ages you start at and learn along the way. And if you fail, who cares? You have time on your side. And if you're too old, don't think that your time's passed. Don't think that it's too late. You have experience, you have wisdom, you have other things that you add, and bring to the plate. So don't think that you can't teach an old dog new tricks or anything like that. No, you still have a lot to give, a lot to add value to for your own life, but for others. So when you think you can't grow, that's when you can't. That's when you will cease to stop growing. You're limiting yourself by thinking, I'm too old, I'm too young. I should have did that 5 years ago. Well, 5 years has already passed. So start today. Don't think that it's too late. Don't think that it's too early. Just start. The best time is today. It doesn't matter. The time is going to pass anyway. And if you think you're too young or too old, you're correct. That's the whole meaning of this video. And you're correct in being wrong and thinking wrong, at least. But think, why not me? Why can't somebody my age succeed at this? Whether you're younger or older. Because what is age? When is somebody ready? Everybody's definition is different. Everybody has a different journey. Everybody has a different age limit, and they defy different limits of different things. For an example, if you're watching this when I'm recording this, Phillip Rivers just came out of retirement. It's 2025. He hasn't played a football game in 5 years, and he just went and played for the Colts, and they lost the game, but they lost by like 2 points or something. They barely lost the game. And he hadn't thrown a football in a professional game or a game in general in 5 years. He's 44 years old, which is unprecedented in the time of 2025. Other than Tom Brady did it, but Tom Brady did it still playing football every year. He didn't take a 5-year retirement break. So did Phillip Rivers think he was too old? Apparently not. He went out there and did it. Did the Colts, the people that signed him and gave him the starting spot, think he was too old? No. Did some fans and some critics think he was too old? Yeah, people chattered about it, but he defied all odds. Mark Zuckerberg, he's the youngest billionaire other than, I think, Kylie Jenner or somebody beat him out. But at the time, in the early 2000s, he was the first millionaire because he created Facebook, what we know as Meta, Facebook now. Did he think he was too young to start a business when he dropped out of Harvard to go and start that business? No, he just did it. He didn't let age define anything. So why are you letting a number defy so much in your life? No. Or define so much in your life. Stop letting it. It doesn't matter. That number doesn't mean anything. It's just your physical time on earth. That's all it proves. It doesn't prove what you can build. It doesn't prove what you can create. It doesn't prove that if you can lead or not. It doesn't prove how good you are, what your self-worth is. It doesn't prove how good of a mom and dad you'll be. It doesn't prove anything outside of, oh, that's how long you've been on earth. What do you do with those years? Because some people don't even live full life. Some people are dead by age 30 and they can still have impactful life. Some of the greatest people on the planet have, whether they've died by a sickness or they were assassinated, killed, whatever, they did that at young ages. And some people start late. Colonel Sanders, KFC, that's the famous story everybody knows. He didn't start KFC until he was like 65 already. Used Jesus Christ. He didn't even start his actual missionary until he was like 30. I think it was like King Arthur or somebody like that. Alexander the Great also didn't start and become great until he was like 30. Mozart, all these childhood prodigies, they were known that they were going to be amazing at a young age. So what does age prove? Age doesn't prove anything. So stop letting it. You're not too old or too young to grow. You can always learn something new. You can teach an old dog new tricks. You're young enough to lead and grow and do great things as well. So go out there and do it. Stop thinking little. Stop thinking so less of yourself. And focus on growth, focus on improving, focus on being consistent, focus on being disciplined, and you'll achieve everything that you want in life. Anyway, this is Consistency Day 297. Hope you got something from this. If you did, I encourage you to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And other than that, I wish you all peace and blessings on the journey.